Welcome back to the Benning Report. Each year, thousands of newly commissioned officers come to Fort Benning to learn the skills necessary to become leaders of soldiers. It all happens in the Basic Officer Leadership Course, Phase 2. But to make this happen, the Bolc instructors themselves must be trained to the highest standards. In this edition's Live Fire, Ron Andrus takes us inside the Bolc 2 Instructor Certification Program.
No matter what their military occupational specialty, every officer in today's Army must be highly trained in the fundamentals of infantry combat arms, and the command staff here at Bolc 2 is personally ensuring this happens.
I'm responsible to train my cadre. My cadre train officers for the future development for the military. Through our doors pass the future leaders of the Army, so I have to have the most competent, capable, committed, non-commissioned officers that can do and demonstrate what we expect them to do. This program brings that together. This program brings everybody to the same level.
The Basic Officer Leader Course Phase 2 has a new 3-week instructor certification program that's bringing their cadre up to speed with the latest and greatest infantry combat arms skills.
Better than 50% of my cadre are not combat arms MOSs. So they don't come with the requisite skills of infantry type training that we conduct here. We have the variety of MOSs that we have because we train all 17 officer branches.
Squad maneuver live fire, heavy weapons, marksmanship, close quarters battle. These are essential tasks that every Bolc 2 instructor must be proficient in so they can in turn provide the best and most accurate training to their officer students.
Well, we're getting everybody ready to be a part of those who are participating at the tip of the spear. We want to make sure we're doing that right. We want to make sure that we're passing on the best junior officers that we can pass on to the operational Army. So we take it very seriously. It is extremely important, and we got a lot of great cadre members out here working hard to do exactly that.
When it comes to training, Bolc 2 instructors need to be able to correctly talk the talk and walk the walk.
You have to be a professional and you have to be a subject matter expert in what you teach. If you don't, then your credibility is lost. When you talk to the students, you have no grounds and no background in which to stand if you don't understand completely the task of what you're teaching.
Certainly one of the things that we recognize is while everybody has a lot of operational experience, they might not have the institutional and doctrinal experience that we want them to have. So we want them to use precise terms precisely. We want them to be able to not only talk about what's in our manuals, but demonstrate how that is really applied on the ground.
To ensure their instructors are trained to the highest standards, the command staff is teaching them personally.
My squad is kind of the dream squad. I'm the highest paid squad leader here, and you know, my sergeant major is one of the team leaders, and one of my first sergeants is the other team leader. So they are seeing it. We are all about demonstrating proficiency. So before I train my cadre on the standard, we will show them what the standard looks like.
It's imperative that all Army officers be proficient in these fundamental infantry skills and are prepared to lead their troops in combat at any time and anywhere on the battlefield.
The days of everyone not being in the fight when we go overseas, you know, that's not the case. So it could be that finance lieutenant that comes through here and gets this field training or this live fire training, and you know, on a patrol in Afghanistan or Iraq, and the patrol leader is killed, and they turn to him and say, "What do we do now, Lieutenant?" Well, if he's come through here and understands the basic blocking and tackling and fundamentals of fire and maneuver in these infantry type tasks, then when they ask, "What do I do now?" you know, it's follow me.
We got to set the foundation, and the foundation we set today will make them successful in that operational environment and make our Army successful in the next 5 to 10 years.
The Bolc 2 Instructor Certification Program is helping to ensure that our future leaders have the skills to fight, lead, and keep our Army strong for years to come.
Ron, you mentioned this training is new, so how often is it provided for Bolc 2 instructors?
Well, it'll be provided annually and more often as needed. The command staff want to make sure their instructors stay on top of their game and provide officer students with only the best training possible.
And is it very common to see a colonel and a command sergeant major personally demonstrate and conduct training to their cadre?
Well, I've been covering training here at Fort Benning for quite a while now, and this is the first time that I've actually seen a command staff personally train their cadre in these types of infantry skills. Lieutenant Colonel Botcher and Command Sergeant Major Ferrucci are very passionate about their mission and ensuring that it succeeds.
Well, that's definitely leading from the front. Thanks, Ron. Straight ahead, one lucky soldier and her